what's up, my little TisaTells? How y'all doing today? Well, baby, if you are Khloe Kardashian, you have sunk down to a new level of disgusting that I absolutely didn't know existed. You guys, what am I talking about? Khloe is still out here in these streets, bigging up Tristan, blessing Tristan, saying he's the best person ever. But meanwhile, making her storyline the fact that she's not feeling it for her 3-month-old son. Now, hear me out. Hear me out. She said, I feel guilty, admitting that she's struggling to bond with the baby Tatum 3 months after surrogate birth. Hear me out for y'all being like, I admire the fact that Khloe's being so real. You would be a GD fool to think that. Do you understand that this is her baby? Literally, her biological baby. Do you understand that? Okay, let's start from the beginning, right? Before I get into her dumb comments, but let me just say this. Surrogacy still is shunned in a lot of cultures. And even in American cultures, I would go far as to say some people look down on it. Some people call children that are the product of surrogacy mean, horrible names. They don't look at it as viable. Women look like it like they're failing. Surrogacy right now, I think is a beautiful thing. I think for the parents, it's the most biggest gift of act of love. And I think for surrogates, they are literally doing like the work of all the good in the world to give your body to be a vessel for love. I think it's pathetic the way surrogates are paid so little, almost like they're like house workers. Nothing wrong being a house worker, but you get what I'm saying. Like, I'm giving my body. I was shocked to know that the average surrogate makes between 40 and 80,000 a year. That's all I get for granting all your wishes and being a walking womb. 80,000? It has to be an act of love because you can't get rich off of surrogacy. It's 9 months of lending your body, them controlling what you eat, what goes in it. Anyway, let's get into this, right? For Khloe to be doing this mess and making it a storyline that there's something weird or odd about surrogacy, okay. And everybody's just like, oh my God, she's sharing her journey. No, she's not. This is her storyline. Because when it was time to share her journey, she didn't want to. Just like she said, she saved the name of her son to tell it on the show. She saved whatever drama. Khloe uses everything for a storyline. This wasn't done out of caring. This was all because she did not want to talk about Tristan. But we could talk about the most sick thing ever. What about her son? When her son grows up and he inevitably has any type of issue that, why do you prefer True over me? Why is True get special treatment? Why is this? It doesn't matter whether it's right, wrong. It doesn't matter whether the kid's imagining it or not. Most kids do come to a point where they feel like they're either being treated unfairly or there's some type of favoritism. Okay. And he can look at these episodes and confirm. What's Khloe going to sit him down and be like, I was just joking. It was just a storyline. Your child can actually look and point and be like, aha, I know there was a reason True got to stay up later. I know there was a reason. She is sick in her MFN head. She will sacrifice anyone and anybody to keep that man Tristan around. Mark my words. Listen to this BS she said. Oh, by the way, you guys, the Keeping Up with the Kardashian recap is going to be up either tonight or tomorrow. It's going to be season 3, episode 3. This was actually... I'm not going to say it's pretty good, but there's a lot of material that we can actually laugh and roast over. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe, like, share, notification bell. You can even hit the dislike. I'm just trying to get to 200K. Help me get over the finish line. Anyway, they said Khloe opened up about failing to connect with her newborn son, Tatum, 3 months after he was born by a surrogate. While Kim was jet setting to Milan and Kourtney and Kendall were in New York City, Khloe was back home in Los Angeles with Tatum. No, ma'am. See, I'm old enough to remember what actually happened when Tatum was born. And the way Khloe was stumbling out of a club drunk almost every single night. Remember when people are like, Khloe, you just had a baby. And people are like, leave her alone. Moms can go have fun too. And everybody's just like, yeah, but you're stumbling out of a club every single night. It's not the point of whether you have to be home with your baby. Don't you want to be home with the baby? What is so fun in an LA club? Been there, seen that. Don't you want to be home with this new life? You literally just met him. The surrogate, yeah, but you just met him. Remember when Khloe had those Italians and everybody was dragging her saying, that's unsafe. How are you changing the baby's diaper and handling the baby with those Italians, those 8-inch nails on your fans? Now we see she wasn't. She wasn't around the baby. All the time when people are like, what? Why? Come to find out, all the criticism was true and Khloe wasn't with that baby and she did feel some way. Anyway, she opened up about failing to connect with her newborn son, Tatum. What did she say? Listen to this BS, Khloe. I can't believe her. She said, she says, I feel guilty since I haven't been able to connect with her, her son 3 months after his birth. She also revealed to her mom that she set new boundaries for, I'll put that in a separate video, Tristan. Tristan's the reason for all this. Listen to this mess. Kris asked Khloe how she feels 3 months after the baby's been born about the whole surrogacy process. And Khloe says, when you compare it between True and him, it's a very different experience. The connection. With True, it took me a couple of days to be like, okay, this is my daughter. And I was super into it. But just days. With him, it's taking me months. I love him and I love kids. And I definitely still don't want that. And I definitely still don't have that complete bond. But so many people says it takes time. Y'all, did not Khloe say this boy looks like Rob, who is her brother? And that's your favorite brother, your only brother, as far as we know. We know the way Kris. What is Khloe talking about? Kris then goes on to say, right? Kris then says, I think that for you, you've been through a lot. Your emotions are spent on trying to deal with trauma and all the stuff that you've been through. And I think you have to remember that. I mean, you have to give yourself a little bit of credit. This boy was not even a month old, according to you, when you found out, not on my watch, no ma'am, when you found out that Tristan had gotten things, you had literally 9 months to get over this. For a child you begged for, a child that you said, remember you rubbing in, I don't feel like a single mother at all. I'm so happy. I'm so this. You begged for this child and then told everybody you weren't having this child for Tristan. You wanted to give True a sibling. And now because the man you had the baby for ain't by your side and he humiliated you, you're taking it out on the baby and making this a storyline. Y'all, what if this little boy actually sees this? And he will. Because if he has classmates the way I did, they go and put that stuff on record. Matter of fact, they're going to have virtual holograms by this time. They're going to throw that episode up on virtual hologram on the playground. And he going to be crying to his mom if he can find her. Because, you know, Khloe by this time might be looking like the elephant, the lion, the scarecrow, the witch, and the wardrobe all at one in her face. Right? She said, Khloe agrees, but she said she felt guilty because it's not the same, adding she doesn't treat him differently, but she just questions herself sometimes. Let me get this straight. You don't treat the baby that you don't feel connected with different than a child that you love and bonded more than anything? Really, Khloe? How'd that work? How does that work? Anyway, right? She doesn't treat them any differently. Kris added that Khloe should give herself a break because every time she comes over, Khloe is mother of the year, always feeding someone or entertaining someone or doting on her kids. You're the most attentive person to us all. Mind you, while the scene's filming, Khloe is fussing with the baby, probably while the nanny's standing off in the corner. Khloe, stop with your BS. Khloe adds in a confessional that she wishes she wasn't so critical of myself because I'm very kind to everyone else. I'm just not kind to myself. Being a mom is truly one of the most magical experiences ever. But Khloe, Kris held the little boy and starts crying as Kris adds, see, your mom jumps. Who is connected? Who's connected? Y'all, listen. I think that Khloe is a very pathetic person. I think it's so pathetic that she is even putting her like lame life, her storyline, everything, and offering your son up to this mess. Offering your son up for this mess. But yet the man that brought so much hurt, pain, and tragedy to not just your life, but your son's life, Theo's life, Prince's life, True's life, you still hold on a platter, y'all. Oh, behold, Princess, pick me. Princess picked me. Y'all, let's see what happened. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye. Oh, yeah. Oh, the recap's going to be up too. Forgot to say that. All right. Bye, y'all. Bye.